Hi and welcome to Media Rumble. You're watching the Star Wars Senate. This is a show where I try to get through all the recent Star Wars information and reveal my thoughts on it. These videos will most likely go up every Saturday and I'll try and cover anything new from the previous week. Because this is the first week, I feel like I should start off talking about Battlefront, a game I'm extremely excited about but has divided many people. A short cinematic trailer showing a battle scene was revealed at the EA press conference at E3 2013, which is an impressive feat considering EA and DICE only had the rights to the Star Wars franchise for just over a month at this point, so to attempt to capture a tone and feel for the game after this short time is great for the fans. I can remember the excitement I had when it was announced. Every single E3 I'd watched in years leading up to it, I was praying for the revival of Star Wars Battlefront, since I absolutely loved the original games. The main concern initially with this new Battlefront game was the announcement that there would be no more space battles. That may be a problem for some people who are taking it solely on the fact that they feel entitled to something from a previous series of games which only really serve as an inspiration to DICE's games and haven't considered the other options. I mean, let's look at space to start with. There's nothing there, nothing whatsoever. Space is a vast empty space between the planets. They're comparing it with the fighter squadron gameplay they showed at Gamescom. Flying above the ground, trying to dodge the landscape as well as the fighters, and not just empty space. The fact is, dogfights in the atmosphere are more interesting than the dogfights you could have in space, which is even shown by the air vehicle gameplay from the first Battlefront. Not to shit in space battles too much, but they were too similar and gameplay got old fast. There were two, maybe three options. One is to spend the entire time dogfighting and trying to reduce your opponent's reinforcements to zero, where the other tactic is just to go after the capital ships themselves, which really got old quickly, since all the capital ships are the same with one hangar, then an identical inside setup to every other ship, whether it be Imperial, Separatist or Rebel. There's a reason why they let you skip the space battles in the campaign after all. Speaking of the campaign, that was basically just online game modes with a narration at the beginning and the end. So what DICE are doing with the survival game modes looks great and genuinely looks incredibly fun, and I hope unlike the space battles it has replayability factor. I'm also intrigued at how the heroes work within this game and how they'll affect the online game as a whole, as it's not just going to be as well structured as the trailer suggests. They definitely give the player base more credit than they're due, but realistically, who wants a trailer that accurately shows players running around in circles, screaming their heads off, killing themselves with thermal detonators? Another thing I have to mention is the sounds within this game. From the trailers, it seems unbelievable. I'll let you have a listen here to some of the things I've picked out. DICE has done an excellent job of creating and putting together the sounds which fit in the universe and really add to the environment. I mean, they have been shoving that visit to Skywalker Ranch down everyone's throats. One thing I'm not really sure if I'm enjoying or not is the whole Star Guards thing, where you have to collect these power-ups around the map in order to unlock things such as jetpacks and air vehicles. One thing I am certain about though, is it's good that it'll stop everyone just using an RPG or the equivalent to just destroy everyone. It rightfully should just be a limited thing, where it's a last resort to take out the ATST that's been hounding your squad. Another thing is people using the air vehicles solely for transport, because I mean, if you wait for so long and someone just goes across the map and jumps out, that's unbearable. So at least this will stop that, and hopefully it'll stop a queue at the spawn point, which I've seen in every single Battlefield I've played. But I'll miss just being able to jump in a snowspeeder inside the Echo base and fly out to try and take out the AT-ATs. Without a doubt, one thing the originals done right was the in-atmosphere air support. Bespin Platforms was a wonderful map. The air battles, the threat of falling at the clouds after a mistimed jump, and of course those bottlenecks. I think in that note I'll end the video. Seems a fair enough point to stop on, and I'll continue my discussion on the original Battlefront and my thoughts on them next time. Do you agree with the points raised today? Am I wrong? I'd love to hear what everyone thinks about this. If you liked the video, subscribe for more of Star Wars Senate. Until next time, may the Force be with you all.